Hey guys, and welcome to Stonehearth Alpha 3 with me, Banto. So we're gonna check out this game. It's currently in alpha, like I said before, and this is the version 3 of the game, so now we can do a little bit more than you could in the first alpha. So let's start a new adventure. So the first thing we're gonna do is gonna choose where we wanna start out. And we can actually re-roll this map if we choose to do so. So let's try that out and we'll see what it does. We kind of get to randomize the map here. So we can also see that we have foothills, mountains, we have, what do we more have here? Here we got plains, so it shows the vegetation, it shows the wildlife, so we would like to live kind of close to some kind of forest, and the reason we do that is because we want to be able to get easy food, because close to the forest there are very commonly these wild berries. So I'm gonna go for starting, let's go for up here in the corner, Embark here. So now we're in game and we got our cameras showing like how to move around. This is pretty basic, it's mostly like in all other games I would say. Move around to mouse, move around to a keyboard, use the scroll wheel, that's the basic things. But if you notice also when I choose to embark at this place on the map, you see this plot that I got here, this area, that's a little part of that huge map that you saw before, so this is not the whole one obviously, so this is just a small part of it, and I guess for the future we're gonna have a lot bigger places to build and advance in. Maybe it will be this procedural generated terrain, so the further you go the more terrain you get. So the first thing they want us to do here, Founder's Manual, first find a suitable spot for your new home. Pick a spot with easy access to food, wild berries often grows close to the forest, and that's just what I said. Lumber, you will need wood to do just about everything, and you will really need so much wood. When you're ready, click the banner, then place it where you like to settle. So I'm gonna find some place where we have these wild berries around. So you have 3 bushes there. Oh, here we have, okay, that was no bush, that was a stone. Here we have 6 bushes, so that's a little bit better than the previous one. Pretty good. 6 there, 5. I think I'm gonna go for these 6 bushes here. Let's go for and make a settlement here. So now we can also name our town. I'm just gonna go for what we got there. So I got my villagers here, and these actually random generated as well, so every time when we play this game, these gonna look different, they can have different names, they can have different hair colors, they can have different skin colors and different attributes, all kinds of things. But the game in the Alpha 3, it is pretty limited, so if anyone feel like getting this game, be aware that in Alpha 3 it's not really much to do, but I'm gonna show you the things you can do and a bit what you can expect for the future of this game. So the first thing that I would like to do is to create a little zone where we can have our stock. So let's make a stockpile here. This is a place where we will put all of these resources. I'm gonna, you see, to carry there directly. And we can even choose which things we like to have there. So maybe we wouldn't want to have weapons, maybe we want to sort it up to have some crafting resources at one place and some crafted things at another place. So that's something we definitely can do. But the one thing we want to do now, which is one of the first things you should do, is to use this carpenter's saw. So it upgrades a citizen to a carpenter, and you're going to click the scroll, and then select a citizen. And we stamp it, so now that's going to be a carpenter. This is pretty cool, I think. So now it's ready to be carpenter. So when that's done, we're also going to click him again, and we're going to make this carpenter's workshop. The carpenter makes things from wood, things you would need quite a lot. So honestly, you should really make this guy first, like we kinda did. So let's put a crafting table. I won't call it crafting table, that's not the name for it, but it's so many games that it's called that. Or at least in Minecraft, I think. Haven't played that in ages though. So now it's gonna build that done, and we wanna do some crafting here. We have a few kind of limited amount of things that we can craft, but we got some fences, a little gate for it, a simple wooden chair, and a more advanced chair, a one table, one guy, a dining table. That's one thing that I'm gonna do. So make one of that, and I want to have 4 of these wooden chairs. So this table can have 4 chairs around it and still working. And I also want to make a farmer's tool here so we can grow some crops. The reason I want to get it is because these wild berries, they are really easy to gather fast. These crops at the farms can take a lot longer to grow, so that is very time consuming, and I want to keep your people happy. I don't know how much it affects in the current alpha version of this game, but in future it's definitely gonna be something very important to keep your citizens happy, keep your citizens fed. So I'm really looking forward to this game and what it's gonna be in the end. So they're getting all these wild berries and some wood. And I must say, I really like this graphic of this game. It's not realistic graphics, but I really like the art style of this game. I think it's very interesting. It looks very similar to a game called Cube World, if you've seen that game. I actually have a few videos at my channel with that game, so if you'd like to check that out, feel free to do so, or check out some other videos, wherever you want to see that game. It's a very different game, but kinda the same style of the game. So now we can also go inside here, and this is one interesting thing. There's a thing called here for design custom building. This is not implemented yet, but in the future you're most likely gonna be able to make your own houses and design them your own way, and hopefully also you will be able to save them so you can pop out a tons of those houses and not have to root from ground every time you're gonna do it. But currently we're gonna make this simple room, which is a little tiny house. So this is a pre-built thing, since you can't do any custom buildings. So I want to have 6 houses for my village here, but we're gonna start out with 2 of these houses. The reason I do not want to go for more yet, at least, is because they take so much wood. I mean, we have a ton of wood. It's not really lacking the wood at all. So let's set them out on a mission to gather some more of that wood. Only one going there. We also have this, by the way, a little knife here. The trapper's knife upgrades the citizens into a trapper. So that is basically like kind of like a hunter. So you can go and hunt small game hunts like rabbits. I guess the raccoon is also a small thingy. Yeah. And there should be these foxes as well. I haven't really went to hunting them. It might be a good food resource, but I have kind of focused on these wild berries and the farms. So that's one thing that I want to do as well. So we got these 2 houses here, and I want to have some farm. I really like to keep things looking good. Like, it doesn't have to be the most efficient way. I just want it to look pretty good, and that's the reason I'm gonna remove these stones here. So I think I want to have like a farm. Sad enough, we can't do that yet. But I want to have a farm going here around. I think that could look pretty good. There are some performance issues at this game. Sometimes you drop down to, like I did very right now, it was like 20 frames per second. So that's probably something that's gonna change in the future. This is alpha free, so it's probably not their focus at all at the moment. The focus is to try out other things for the moment. So hopefully gonna remove these stones soon. I think they're still there, so I can't place this farm. Oh, okay, we can. And I want to make this farm kind of big. The reason is that I've done this before and it didn't give as much food as I thought it will do when I did it first time. So here we got a farmer's tool here, so I'm gonna assign this to one of our people. I could choose anyone. It might be different, like what stat they have. They maybe do a better job, but I don't think it's really that advanced in the beta so far. Not beta, it's alpha, so. So now it's becoming a farmer. So now he or she, I think it's just she, Raven Fast Rider. I guess it's the guy. But he's gonna start to make the soil ready here for planting the crops. And I choose to plant these turnips here, so that's gonna be the food resource. There are corn as well. The corn takes longer to grow, so it probably gives more food though, but the turnips get done I think about 1 time each day, and I guess that corn maybe takes 2 days. And you might even want to have like 2 farmers, because you see it does take quite amount of time for him to make this ready. Sure, you won't need to do this all the time, like go and make the soil ready, but in the future it has to go to every single of these spots here and plant the plants and harvest them. But I think it was pretty good. We could make another farm, but I don't know if we should do that or not yet. We have these other people here, 1, 2, 3, 4 I think. Yeah, we have 4 other that we have not assigned the work yet, so they are basic workers. They're like carrying stuff, they're building stuff. I'm gonna get some more of these trees because you see, we're almost already taken all those trees. And I hope for the future also that there will be some kind of tool to create like a forest or something, that so he can like regrow, plant trees and keep the vegetation alive, because as it is in the game right now, when you cut down a tree, as far as I know at least, if they don't like respawn by themselves, it does not regrow any trees, so when you're chopping down more and more, it will get really empty. And currently in the game, you mainly or almost only use wood for everything. But the one thing that you do want to make in this game as well for your villagers is to have some beds for them, because they do not really like to sleep outside here on the grass on the ground. And that's totally understandable. So I'm gonna make 6 beds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds. And even though it only fits 1 bed inside here, so it will be 1 there and 1 there, so we have 4 beds left, I can just put them outside. It's better for them to sleep on the beds outside and sleeping directly on the ground here, so. And we can move these things that we craft after we place them, so I'm just gonna place this dining table that we did before, so I'm gonna place it like outside here, because I'm thinking about having some houses at the other side here. I'm also gonna put out our chairs to this table. Sometimes you do need to rotate the camera to get the chairs to fit good, but it's pretty easy to do this. And took another chair. And just 1 more left, and we're done with this dining table and chairs. But I think this game definitely do have potential to be something interesting. Oh, he's sleeping down on the farm. Probably a well-deserved nap there. Should have slept during the night though, because this yellow thing here, it is indicating that it's the day, and it also, see, before this yellowish thing here, it shows like how the time passes by. It's the same at the night, but it's like a grayish thing if you saw it before. They're also sleeping by the bushes here. But we have some food here, so I think we're pretty safe on the food side at the moment. But you know, it's getting spent really fast. When this will start eating, it's gonna go really fast for them to use all of that. So man is sleeping right now. Maybe we should chop down some more trees. But guys, I think this is gonna be it for today with Stonehearth, and hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I really look forward to this game to get further developed, and what do you think about this game so far? So guys, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe for future content with me, Banto, if you wish to see more. I hope to see you soon. Now take care.